Well, good morning from Nuremberg. It is shortly past 10 in the morning, and why, yes, I am drinking beer already because this is Germany and this is how we do things, so let's have a sip. Cheers to you.
Prost.
Anyways, today we're at a really famous restaurant here in Nuremberg to try a specialty dish. We have come to Behringer's Bratwursthäusle, I believe, to try their Nürnberger Rostbratwurst. So glad those German lessons paid off. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so basically that is a Nuremberger sausage, right?
Yes, and this is what it looks like. The food is already here, and it's cooked right in the middle of the restaurant. It's an open kitchen, so you can watch them prepare it.
We got to watch them do that.
Yeah.
And it is six
to a plate, but you know what? It can come in 6, 8, 10, or 12. And you can get 3 different side dishes with it. We ordered sauerkraut.
Yeah.
And then we also ordered an extra side of potato salad because we couldn't make up our mind. They both sounded so good.
Over here.
Yeah. And you can also just get it with horseradish. And we've got some mustard at the table. So yeah, we just ordered one portion because I just had breakfast like maybe an hour ago. I'm not that hungry. I think we can share this. But yeah, we're gonna dig in. So we've come a long way for this very special sausage. So what makes it so unique?
Well, what makes it so unique is that it's basically its configurations. It has to be between
This is so mathematical.
7 to 9 centimeters.
Yeah.
And weighs between 20 to 25 grams.
Yeah. So
and
these are small.
You cannot deviate from that.
Oh no.
No.
Because then it's not authentic.
Exactly.
And apparently it's also seasoned with marjoram, which isn't a spice I'm really familiar with. I'm not quite sure what it tastes like.
Time for that very first bite.
Yeah, in he goes. The famed Nuremberg sausage. Will it disappoint?
Wow.
No?
No.
No. It's good.
That's one of the best sausages I've ever had. Like, that is just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's greasy, but it's also it's tender. It's flavorful. It just checks off all the boxes of being really good.
Ooh.
Man,
I can't wait to try it too.
It's so nice. And I thought 6 of them might be too much, but because they are this small and because we are sharing them, I'm almost thinking we maybe could have ordered the 10 or 12.
Oh. Maybe we'll come back for seconds.
Maybe we'll have to come back again.
So going in for my first bite. Let's see how it tastes. I'm gonna have it on its own first.
Oh my. Isn't that good?
Oh man. And that's really nice.
And you know what? Like we are here ridiculously early. Normally people will be coming here for lunch or like mid-afternoon or
But that's
even dinner.
because this place is so popular.
I know.
It gets packed. So we were lucky to get a table.
That's one of the reasons we came early, but also like the most typical time for Canadians to have sausage is actually for breakfast in the morning.
That's true.
So it's kind of fitting that we're having sausage at this time of day. Bratwurst, right?
And let's put some mustard, some Senf, I believe. Also, we should mention the name of this sausage is protected, so it can only be a Nuremberg Bratwurst if it's from Nuremberg.
I was actually reading an article yesterday about this that said that basically there are over 1,500 different kinds of sausages in Germany. There's more different kinds of sausages in Germany than there are cheeses in France.
Whoa.
So yeah.
So we should do a sausage-themed road trip, maybe.
We could take a 5-year road trip to cover all the different sausages here in Germany.
Only eat sausage.
Only eat sausage. I'm not sure if we'd survive it, but isn't that so good?
This is really good stuff, and there's so little that like half the sausage is gone in one bite.
Why don't you try it with the sauerkraut or the potato? Oh, that's exactly what you're
I've already done both, in case you missed it. It's a nice potato salad. It's got some vinegar, so it's like a little bit sour.
And how about the sauerkraut?
But yeah, it's really tasty too.
Yeah.
I've already had some.
I haven't tried that yet, so.
So yeah, a nice way to start the morning. We're gonna need our energies for walking around town, so. So here at the table, they also left us a basket of breads.
Yeah, and the pretzel just looked too irresistible. Like, what's this, like, probably our 3rd time to Germany, and I have to say, I've had a lot of pretzels here, and they make the best pretzels in the world, as far as I'm concerned. So when I saw that in the bread basket, I'm like, yeah, it's only €1, so let's try it. And holding this in my hand, I can tell this is more of a crispier one.
Like a hard bread?
Yeah, as opposed to a doughy one. So let's try.
You know, my favorites are the ones that are covered in cheese.
That's really nice. Actually, it's more crispy on the outside, but it's a lot more doughy than I thought too.
Ooh, and speaking of bread, we should also mention these sausages that we're having. You can also order them 3 in a bun. It's called Nuremberg.
Yeah,
And
that's really popular.
Street snack.
That's super popular street food.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing I really like about the pretzels here is just like the large chunks of salt they have. Look at that.
Oh, that's salt. Oh my
Salt.
gosh.
Yeah.
I thought that was sesame seeds at
No.
first, but no, it's
No.
large grains of salt.
It's large grains of salt.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you haven't tried your beer.
Oh right.
How have you gone this far
What's
into
wrong
the
with
video?
me? Well, I did have a sip,
The
but
beer. Cheers.
cheers in Germany is what? Prost?
Prost.
Prost.
Oh, hello. You thought we were done with the sausages? Well, no. We had to get dessert after we saw it on the menu. If you'd like to hear some more horrible German, we got Apfelstrudel mit Vanillesoße und Sahne. I believe that's apple strudel with vanilla sauce and cream. So here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we be.
It looks nice. Look at that. So we've got some icing sugar on top, it would seem. Ooh, the sauce is warm. I can feel the heat rising off the plate. Let's see.
Let's try that.
The icing sugar blew away.
And this is what?
That's quite good.
It's quite good.
Yes.
Audrey approved.
Audrey approved. It has raisins.
And she's going in for the second bite.
It makes me think of a dessert you'd eat on a cold day, like by the fireplace. A cup of hot cocoa and my apple strudel.
And maybe some warm apple cider. To go with your
great.
apple strudel.
I
And
think
she's
the
going
cream's the
for
best part.
for third bite with it. I still haven't had any. Oh man.
Oh man, he says. Oh
It's so
man.
good. I really like this because it reminds me a little bit of apple crisp, something I'm really familiar with eating in Canada. My grandma used to make it for me, my mom used to make it for me. So I love apple and cinnamon desserts, especially if they're warm, especially if they come with ice cream and cream. It's just
Except this one has no ice cream. Just
no,
vanilla
it's just
sauce.
cream. Yeah, it's just vanilla and it has cream. But this is just one of my favorite kinds of desserts, to be honest.
Oh, and you know what we haven't talked about?
What?
We're in a really cool room because we got here early.
Yeah.
We found this private little booth.
It's like our own little den.
We're in a cabin.
We're in a cabin in the corner.
It's cozy. This would be so nice in the winter
I
time.
could have a siesta in here afterwards.
Oh
The
man.
mid-morning siesta.
Okay, we still have lots of sightseeing to do. Anyways, let's finish dessert. Well, that's that. The food has been polished. The beer polish? Well, that's that.
Time to assess the damage. So that came to what, just over €20?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
21 euros. and
21 euros to be exact. So 2 beers, giant pretzel,
Sausage. Six sausages.
six sausages with
with
sauerkraut,
sauerkraut.
and a side order of the potatoes plus 1 dessert to share.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean a reasonable price. I think it's maybe this place is
This
obviously
is a
very
super touristy spot.
it's a super touristy spot, but at the same time, I don't feel like we got fleeced. It was a reasonable price, about 10 euros per person, just
Yeah.
slightly over.
And
For
we're
beer,
full.
for beer, food, yeah, we're definitely full,
We are satisfied.
and it's time to actually go out and explore this beautiful city.
Bye-bye.
Bye.